Well, now, we call this the act of mating. But there are several other very important differences between human beings and animals that you should know about.
I'd appreciate your input.
Beat the beaver. Whoosh. Choking the chicken. Strumming. Jacking. Finger painting. Five against one. Going mining.
To dig, 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 dig is what we like to do.
Shifting gears. Muffin buffin. Tickle the pickle. Finger taco tango. Jack off, stroke off, beat off, jerk off, pound off, whack off, tug off, yank off. That's perfect. Masturbation. So this week we are going to talk about masturbation. Sorry for not doing my hair. It's getting a little long, and if I did it like this, I would look like a scary beast. Masturbation is defined as genital stimulation with some anticipation of erotic satisfaction. 48% of males and 28% of females masturbate weekly or more, and this decreases with age. It is completely within the norm for people to masturbate multiple times a day, or rarely, if at all. Virtually all males and about 2/3 of females report having masturbated at least sometime in their life. Most boys have their first ejaculation through masturbation, and women, they have more reliable and regular orgasms through masturbation. As many of you know, masturbation in our society ranges from acceptable to extreme taboo. And in the past, there have been some pretty quirky beliefs about it. Some of the more commonly known myths are that it causes acne, hair growth on the palms, and blindness. But there are some pretty weird ones out there. Like wasting even a drop of semen is like losing 40 ounces of blood in the body. Or how about this, for females, they used to think that females were crazy when they masturbated. So they actually developed this machine that was actually one of the first sex toys, strangely enough. This huge vibration machine that they would have to lay on. It's almost like a bed. They lay on it and they'd get off, and they say that getting them off through this machine was therapeutic. Really, I think that the doctors were just abusing their power. Many thought that masturbation was a problem that was linked to nutrition problems. Dr. Kellogg, as in the creator of cornflakes, and Sylvester Graham, as in the creator of graham crackers, created their products initially and started these whole huge companies that created after them based on trying to curb masturbation. No wonder their products were so popular. Really, masturbation is an important part of self-exploration. How do you expect to know what kind of stimulation you don't like or like if you don't experiment? Also, you should know your body better than anyone else. You don't have to focus on the genitalia either. Feel free to explore other parts of the body to learn what other forms of stimulation you may enjoy. Case in point, there's this couple I've known that has been together for 3 years. They just found out that one of them likes being scratched all over the body, lightly, during sex. Now, if the person who liked the scratching actually started, experimenting with themselves earlier, they might have known that before they even got together and might have been able to have a more enjoyable sexual experience since then. Many of you who do masturbate probably do it the same way most of the time, if not every time. How do you expect your sex life to be creative if you can't be creative with yourself? Try experimenting different ways. There are tons of ways to masturbate. You don't have to stick to one way. While many believe that abstinence is the only form of safe sex, that's not true. One, because abstinence is no sex. It's not safe sex, it's no sex. And two, because there is another. The only true form of safe sex, completely safe sex, is to watch each other masturbate, as long as you make sure that no fluids land on the other body. While most people report having more satisfaction through intercourse, people actually tend to have stronger orgasms through masturbation. One cool thing is that people can learn to have orgasms through stimulation of other body parts besides the genitalia. You can train your body in this way. Like, for instance, you could train your body for every time you pull your ear or you keep pulling on your ear that you'll have an orgasm. Some people have even been able to train their bodies to have orgasm through just a sight or a sound or a thought without even being touched. Heck, what do you think what dreams are? It's all up here. Many feel guilty about masturbating. And when you feel guilty about masturbating, it actually detracts from your satisfaction during masturbation. So, if you're going to feel guilty about it, just don't do it because it's not going to be as enjoyable. Or get over your guilt. Here's a couple of warnings. If you masturbate under hurried or rushed conditions, you're more likely to develop premature ejaculation. And you don't want that. Masturbation becomes a problem when it interferes with socializing, school, or work. If this becomes the case, you need to cut back a little bit. So the moral of today's vlog, go find a good time, find a good place, and feel free to explore and experiment. Be sure to send in comments, requests, and messages, and I'll see you next time with Let's Talk Sex Talk.
When